get gas this weekend, and I'm literally like, my thing is telling me I have like 18 miles, which my work is only a mile away, but you know, I don't know how well that, yeah, it was kind of a funny story. I'll have to tell you guys later, but I don't have time right now because it is right at 7 o'clock. So I do need to probably be out of here by 10 after at the latest so I can get gas. Luckily there's a gas station literally like a quarter mile. No, not even that. Yeah, maybe an eighth of a mile away from my house. So it's good. Just as long as I just need to, you know, take time, however long it takes them. So, but I wanted to show you guys my quote for the week. So you guys know I'm using my little planner here. I do have to mark in my habit tracker stuff for the rest of the weekend, which I did everything. Everything is good, you guys. I got up this morning, did my workout. That is 7 days in a row. So y'all, like, you need to celebrate your wins no matter how small they may seem to other people. Celebrate your wins because honestly, it's just amazing. It feels amazing to celebrate yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for celebrating yourself. 7 days in a row of working out. It would be 8, but I was sick on January 1st. So, yep, got up and did my workout. Also closed my rings every day for the last 6 days. So I was hoping we do it again today, but it's just going really well when it comes to that stuff. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I did add one more goal to this week. We'll see if it happens. It just depends on how my week goes and the time that I have to do it. But I did say I was going to do strength training 3 times this week, and it's not going to be anything big. I mean, I have just some dumbbells here at work. I mean, here at home. So it just depends on how work goes and if I'm getting home late, that kind of thing. Because I really do like doing the bike in the morning. It kind of just wakes me up. So I had planned on doing like the strength training, like maybe during my lunch or after work, that kind of thing. So I said 3 days, and I also can do it over the weekend as well because I would have more time on the weekend to do it. So I added that on there. We'll just see. Even if I can get 1 or 2 days in, then that would be enough for me. And I just plan on just starting with like 15 minutes or something because I don't do it often. So my muscles do get very tired very quickly. So I'm just going to start small. That way I don't, feel defeated. I don't want to set myself up for failure. So I think if I just start small, we'll be good. So I did add that as one of my goals this week. So here is my weekly focus. So it has a little thing that says weekly focus up here, which I'm kind of looking at that more like, here's my quote for the week. Here is my goal for the week. And last week we had, since I knew it'd be really stressful, I had let go of stress, breathe, stay positive. That was last week's kind of mantra, whatever that is. So here's what I have for this week. Every day brings new choices. You can't have a positive life with a negative mind. There you go. Because it is really easy to slip into a negative mindset, which does bring you down. I don't know if you're like me, but anytime I get into a very negative mindset, I feel sad. I feel weighed down. I feel just like nothing is possible. And that's where I start not achieving my goals. So I'm just really going to try to stay in a positive mindset, which is, I know it's not possible to do it 100% of the time, but I feel like if I'm putting this here, then I know when I start feeling like I'm going to be negative, I can pull myself back. So I open this every day because I'm actually several times a day as I, check off my goals, write things in there, check out my habit tracker. As I do those types of things, then I'm in here so I can kind of read that and just remind myself of where we're going. I'm going to show you guys this just because I know so many of you will relate. So I accidentally grabbed for these 2 days where I kind of outlined, this is where I outlined my, how many calories, protein, and points I use for the day. And I was thinking I was grabbing my highlighter, and it wasn't until I got both of them done, I'm like, wait a second, that's a Sharpie. And so on my next page, it made the Sharpie on here. And I thought, okay, that's okay. I started doing my habit trackers and I was like, it was bugging me the more I stared at it. So I skipped that page. How many of you would do that? It just was bugging me because it was just showing through. So yeah, we're not going to have that. Can't do that. So Anywho, just have my little clip here. So here's that. I'm gonna take this with me to work. I take it with me to work, and that way I can, again, just kind of look at things, just remind myself any notes I wanna take, any things that come up that I need to get done for the week, I can put all that in here. Now, whoever told me to do this in a comment, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This was the best idea. And because, like I said, I have to get out of here, I really wanted to make some eggs and make some breakfast tacos, but I knew I would not have time this morning having to leave to go get gas, which was my own fault. I tried this over the weekend because somebody made a comment about this, and that was taking a yogurt and one of the Atkins soft energy bars that I'm loving. So taking one of these and crumbling this on top of your yogurt. Y'all, that is such a game changer. Such a game changer. It is so good. So we're getting, 13 grams of protein from the yogurt. We're getting 15 grams of protein from the bar. So 28 grams of protein, that easy, and it's good. The calories, this is 80 calories. This is 190 calories, so 270 calories. I try to do about 30 grams of protein per meal, so pretty dang close. So there we go. This will be my breakfast today. I'll show you what it looks like when I put it together. I mean, it's a bowl of yogurt with this bar, but such an easy thing. Like I said, high protein, low calorie, low points. This is 2 points, this is 4 points, so 6 points, which is typically around what I use. I usually use between 4 to 6 points for breakfast. 28 grams of protein, bam. So whoever told me this little trick, that was a great idea. Okay, so I had better go find my coffee, finish drinking that, make my protein coffee. I have my Quest protein shakes back, which you guys know I love. I love the Atkins ones too, but the Quest salted caramel are like my holy grail of protein shakes. And whenever my Walmart goes out of them all the time, so they must be super popular. But I got some, so I'm gonna have that for my protein coffee. I'm also gonna try the Great Value coffee concentrate, cold brew concentrate, and I'll let you guys know what I think about that because I've had some people ask me. I have not tried it yet, so we're gonna try that today as well, and I will give you a little review on that. Drinking protein coffee is one of the ways I get my protein in each day, so this is a typical what I have for my protein coffee type of day. And there is my breakfast bowl. And that looked just yummy, yummy, yummy. I also wanted to give you an update on the vanilla macadamia energy bars. So they have the blueberry and the vanilla macadamia. The blueberry, amazing. I'm not as big of a fan as vanilla ones with the vanilla ones, so I probably won't repurchase vanilla ones, but the blueberry I'm gonna repurchase all the time because they are really good and just a great high protein snack. But the vanilla ones, they have like an odd aftertaste that I'm not sure what it is, but just not a fan, as much of a fan of these ones. But the blueberry, definitely 10 out of 10. This dip recipe is a good way to get some extra protein in while you're still getting your veggies in. So I'm going to use a container of this cottage cheese, which has really high protein. I'm going to do the same amount of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, add in some of this vegetable recipe dip mix. I'm going to add about a quarter of the package to the dip, put it all into a blender, blended it up, and here we have a nice high protein, low calorie, low point veggie dip, and it is so good. Though do not snooze on this vegetable dip. It is one of the best things. And again, high protein, low calorie, you can't go wrong. For lunch today, I'm having the taco soup that I meal prepped. So I'm just gonna show you here the ingredients, but go ahead and check out my meal prep video where you can see everything, how I put it together, all of that. But you guys, taco soup is one of the things that is so good to meal prep because it's always best after it's been sitting for a while. I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just best that way. I serve mine with a little bit of fat-free cheese, some jalapenos on top because y'all know we have to have that spice. And this comes in at only 1 point for the cheese because the soup itself is 0 points. We have 41 grams of protein and it's also really low calorie. You guys, this is one of the best things to have. For dinner, I had the low carb taco casserole that again, check out my meal prep video to see how I meal prepped this. These are all the ingredients. Again, this is really low points. We're looking at 8 points for the entire thing, including the avocado, 300 calories, and 37 grams of protein. So as you can tell, I really prioritize protein because it just keeps me fuller. On this day, I used 19 points, 1,268 calories, and 150 grams of protein. Some days are higher calorie, higher point days. Some days are lower. For breakfast on this Tuesday, I had 2 breakfast tacos. I used some eggs, of course. I used some diced up ham. I had some cheese in there, and here are all the stats on that. For my coffee, I decided I added some collagen. I've been trying to remember to do that, but I keep forgetting, and I literally only did it one day so far this week. So definitely not a win, but we will get that in there. For a snack, I had one of these Atkins peanut butter granola bars. I do like to have these every once in a while. It just helps me with like a sweet craving. For lunch, I made a salad. So I used these lightly breaded chicken breast chunks that have really high protein. Some of the Thai chili mango salad kit. I used just over a cup of or a cup and a half of the lettuce, but I used only just a serving of the dressing and all the things that come in it. I have to take this back to work, so I have it in my work containers, so I can just grab and go. I do put the chicken in a separate container because I don't like my lettuce to get all warm. So when I got to work that day, I went ahead and just chopped up the chicken and threw it into my salad. These types of convenience foods work really well for me since I do work outside the home. It's just a nice thing to have. I forgot to take a picture of my dinner, but what I had was the sheet pan chicken meatloafs that I did meal prep. Again, check out my meal prep video, but this was my dinner for this night. You guys, the chicken meatloaf is absolutely amazing. Highly, highly recommend. For dessert, I tried out a new creamy recipe. So I used the new Cookie Dough Premier Protein, PB2 Crunchy, and then some of the sugar-free chocolate pudding. I did 4 grams of the chocolate pudding, the whole shake, and then 2 tablespoons of the PB2. You guys, this was such a good creamy. Oh my goodness. And only comes in at, what was it, 3 points, I believe, 4 points because of the PB2. It was just a really good meal and added an extra 30 grams of protein for my day. So as you can see on this day, I used 31 points, 1,518 calories, and 144 grams of protein. So both days I got over 140 grams of protein, which is kind of my goal for the week. I did have a little bit less calories on Monday, which I do try to stay in the 13 to 1,400 calorie range on most days, but I'd like to go no more over 1,600. So hopefully you guys liked this What I Eat in a Day video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.